Welcome back to page 121. Today we're going to talk about a Kickstarter for a new traveler game to honor Grandfather. This being brought to us by Weasel. These are the folks that did the Droid coins a few years ago. They brought that to a successful Kickstarter. I showed that on the channel about a year ago. It's a set that they sent to me. I am not being compensated by Weasel at all for this. This is just something that I took a look at and I am backing. So we're going to go through the Kickstarter itself, what the game is, what you would be looking at, time-wise, everything else. We're going to go through pretty good detail today on page 121. Also, real quick reminder, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have already, thank you. And Patreon, please take a look. Existing patrons, thank you. I do need to grow the channel in both areas, so anything you can do to help would be great. Back to the important stuff. Today, from Weasel, to honor Grandfather, the new Kickstarter, on page 121. To honor Grandfather, play as young aliens in this competitive board game of exploration and dice manipulation set in the sci-fi universe of Traveler. I became aware of this a little while ago. I've never backed a Kickstarter before. Always been a little hesitant to. But I had decided when I first read through this whole pitch that I was definitely interested and I was going to back it, and I have in fact backed it. I'll tell you what I'm backing it for. First, full disclosure, I'm not being compensated by Weasel for any of this. I had decided on my own that I was going to back the game, and I was going to do a video on it. After I'd made those decisions and before I produced the video, Weasel contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in doing a video. And I said, sure, I was going to anyway. And they said, great, but hold off for a few days. There's a surprise coming. And so I agreed to hold off. And then the surprise came a day or so ago. And that is there's a free mini expansion from Mongoose that ties into their Ancients books, the Mysteries of the Ancients books. So the Secrets of the Ancients and the new ones that are coming out. There will actually be a tie-in to that with this game, which is pretty cool. This game is sanctioned both by Mark Miller and by Mongoose, so it's kind of neat that it's got both. The pledge goal is $30,000. Right now it's at $11,381 as of the making of this video, with 49 days to go as of the making of this video. As of the release of this video, that 49 will be down to probably 47 or 46. So here we are. Here's the backstory. Long before the planetary systems of charted space were seeded with sophonts we know today, there were only the Ancients. And Grandfather, Yazkoidre, makes himself some kids, and those kids make some grandkids, so he becomes Grandfather. And through the course of Traveler lore, Grandfather and his children disagreed on something, we don't know what, and the catastrophic war happened, the final war, where planets were destroyed and massive weapons of destruction were used, and science that's long since lost to us was brought to bear on each other. So you're playing the game before all that happens. It's a competitive exploration and dice manipulation game, which I am not familiar with, by the way. I'm excited about learning that end of it. For 2 to 4 players. You can bump it to 6 players with the Villa's expansion set. It takes about 60 minutes to play. Set in the Traveler role-playing game. Each of the players takes a droin. The ultimate goal of each droin is to be regarded with honor in the eyes of Grandfather, the near mythological figure within their culture. So basically, this is obviously before the final war, and you're trying to get Grandpa to think nice of you. So everybody loves their Boompa, right? To accomplish this, players set about exploring charted space, moving between planetary systems of the Regina subsector. Many such systems hide more complicated encounters, however, allowing the young droid to gain that much more recognition with each feat accomplished. Through clever manipulation of their dice, each droid will blaze a trail of personal glory across the galaxy. The player droid with the most honor at the end of the game wins. So what if a few planets are destroyed along the way? I kind of love that. To honor Grandfather's complete game, ready to play right out of the box, inside you find a rulebook, 4 character boards, 4 action boards, 33 system cards, 20 encounter cards 1, 20 encounter cards 2, 20 encounter cards 3, a planet board, Grandfather himself, 6 cast dice, which we'll look at in a moment, 4 drawing meeples, the little figures that are you in the game, 8 colored cubes, and 8 honor tokens. I really like the look of this game. I like the graphics on the cards and that such. And then we have the mini expansion free. In conjunction with our friends at Mongoose Publishing, every copy of To Honor Grandfather base game will include a 5-card mini expansion. These cards are each based off Mongoose Publishing's ongoing trilogy of Traveler campaign books, encompassing Mysteries of the Ancients, Secrets of the Ancients, and the upcoming Wrath of the Ancients. Mini expansion includes a new system card based on the Traveler's exploration of Twilight's Peak, a new cast card based off the deadly creature known only as G482, and 3 new encounter cards that each trigger catastrophic table-wide effects. While the minigame will be provided for free, you can get the Villas expansion, and that will help you do more with the set. So here's the expansion. For the Villas expansion, you go beyond the Regina subsector and into the expanded charted space. The Villas expansion adds support for 2 more players, bringing the total amount of players to 6. It also allows you to explore over 24 new systems, challenge yourself with over a dozen new encounters, including dangerous red zones, and offers new mechanics such as secret objectives and unique cast abilities for each player. The Villas expansion can be fully integrated with the base game, allowing easy and seamless play. And again, I just love the look of the graphics on this. I think it's very Traveler. Villas expansion includes player boards and pieces for 5th and 6th player, 15 secret objectives, 12 cast abilities, giving you drawing unique power, 26 new system cards, charting the Villas subsector, 15 new encounter cards with new abilities and effects, including dangerous red zones. So pretty sweet. And that is an add-on. It's for $15 for the add-on. What I am pledged for is the base game at $45, and I've taken the Villas expansion at $15. You can get an extra set of drawing dice. To Honor Grandfather comes alive with this set of 6 dice. This add-on is for an extra dice set, matching those already in the base game. Perfect for not passing around. If you're playing with 6 players, don't want to pass the dice, you can get an extra set of dice. And then the drawing coins. These are beautiful. I did a video on these about a year and a half ago, and those were in fact sent to me by Cheese Weasel to take a look at. But the drawing coins can be got here as well, and that's pretty neat because the drawing coins are pretty much out of print. And then for $50, you can add on a custom drawing. Work with our team to create a named drawing for one of the 12 cast cards in the Villas expansion. This card becomes an official part of the game, included in each and every copy manufactured. You will also receive accreditation in the rulebook. And then for $75 pledge, you get a custom encounter. Work with our team to create a unique card for the encounter decks. This may include name, description, ability effects, value, and difficulty. This card will become an official part of the game. Included in every copy that is manufactured, you will also receive accreditation in the rulebook. So your chance to actually get your name on a Traveler product right there. And then they have a bunch of stretch goals. If they hit 32,000, 35,000, 37,000, and so on. And while the stretch goals above see bonuses added to your physical game, this social stretch goal will unlock digital do-it-yourself assets. Once we reach 100 shares across the social media platforms below, we'll unlock the digital do-it-yourself assets for everyone so that you get to print these out yourself and add them to your game. The game rules. Below is a general overview of how to play the game. Definitely take a look at this. I'm not going to go into detail on this. But you keep going through the gameplay, and you come down to virtual. You find out that To Honor Grandfather is on Virtual Tabletop Simulator through Steam. It's already there. If you have a Steam account, it's you're ready to take a look at it. They do warn, though, that they are not programmers, so there might be a few things going on with the game. I have not checked that out yet. I have a Steam account, but I have not had an opportunity to take a look at that. And that goes into the history of Traveler, about how it started in 1977, and it is sanctioned by Mark Miller. Impressions, Freelance Traveler took a look at it with the playtest. That's So Ravenloft speaks to the art director Allison. This handsome person, drawing coins, Traveler by Cheese Weasel. By the way, I did not know that I was part of the display for the Kickstarter until I went through the Kickstarter. I got a kick out of that, no pun intended. And then some playtests going on at TravelerCon 2022, and then some stuff about the team. For nearly 25 years, we at Weasel Logistics have innovated to bring fun, innovative, and beautiful games to players all over the world. And Nicole Beach is the Chief Weasel, a veteran of the game industry. Nicole is the founder of Weasel Logistics, longtime fan of the Traveler RPG. She is the designer behind Droid Coins and To Honor Grandfather. Allison Bloom is the Art Weasel, known for her prowess in visual media. Alice has helped the team to achieve the look for To Honor Grandfather that is both strikingly fresh yet remains cohesive with Traveler's past. Mark Miller is named an honorary Weasel. Now, Allison Bloom has a video out about the game itself. It's kind of a pitch for the Kickstarter. I will attach a link to that video. I found it very informative to watch. I'm very glad I saw it before I made this video. And there are the social links, Board Game Geek, and then shipping, of course, after the campaign ends. The shipping will be base game plus the extension is $10. That will not be part of it. The shipping will land when the game is ready to ship, and I'll get into those nuts and bolts in just a second. Risks and challenges. They intend to keep our Kickstarter backers fully updated with production and times, terms, and conditions, environmental commitments, and that's kind of the end of it. So now we're going to take a look at this side of it, which is Chief Weasel. Oops, let's get that out of there. We'll go back to the top. There we go. So here's how you can support it. You can make a pledge without a reward, starting at $1. Back it because you believe in the project. Available rewards. The base game, $45. One base copy of the game To Honor Grandfather. If you're a retailer, you can buy 4 copies of it for $200. So that ends up being $5 off per each. And then when you make your pledge of the 45, it will then populate for the expansions. The other part that I am backing is for the expansion itself, which is an additional $15 for the Villas expansion pack. So the Villas expansion is $15. I don't think I'm going to get another set of drawing dice right now, but I'm still on the fence about that. The nice thing is I've still got another 47 days to think about that, because I can add or change my pledge as I go. I may be adding an extra set of drawing dice. I don't know yet. Drawing coins, if I didn't have them, I'd absolutely be getting them. I recommend these. You can use them in the game, and they're very nice. They're nice, solid metal. By the way, I've used these also in D&D as some fortune coins that the players found. Custom drawing and custom encounter I have not pledged on. I don't think I will, but I am interested in the base game and the add-ons. So the base game at $45, which actually seems very reasonable to me, plus the add-on of $15 brings it to $60 is my commitment. And then it's going to estimated delivery is August of 2024. Shipping, of course, is extra on top of my pledge. So for my case, I'm here in the United States, it would be another $10. And that's really it. The other important thing is it does not charge you unless it makes it. It's an all or nothing. This project will only be funded if it reaches its goal by Saturday, November 18th, 2023. So it's still got a ways to go yet, $19,000 to make it. So I hope other people will jump on with this. And I'm being purely selfish there. I want to get my copy of this. I want to play it. So if you're interested in this game, I'm excited about it. It's the first Kickstarter I've backed. The thing that really kind of put me over to do it is the fact that it's an all or nothing. If it doesn't fund, I don't get charged. I like that. I've heard some bad things about Kickstarters over the years. I also know that these guys, Cheese Weasel Logistics, have actually funded a Kickstarter. I know they did it for the drawing coins, and they were successful, and the drawing coins are very high quality. So I'm in. I'm putting this video out there because I'm a Traveler fan, and I'm hoping that other folks will be in, and we actually get to see this happen. To the folks at Cheese Weasel, thank you for approaching me on this. I'm glad you did, but like I said, I'd already intended on making this video. I wish you guys the best of luck. The other part of this project that I'm excited about is the free mini expansion that's going to tie in with the Mongoose Adventures. I think that's pretty neat. I've been following the Mongoose Adventures. I've loved the story of Grandfather since I was into Traveler. It's one of the hooks that kept me interested in Traveler for all these years. I just think Grandfather is a very cool idea. You see all the old Star Trek this and that's of this alien race has these superpowers and they were around, but now they've left charted space, and Grandfather just screams to that for me. So I've always liked Grandfather. I like the idea of playing one of his grandkids and hoping Grandpa will recognize me and give me that special sucker. Of course, in this case, that sucker is probably a solar system. But in any case, that's to honor Grandfather. That's the Kickstarter. I am backing it myself. I was not compensated by Cheese Weasel in any way for making this video. It's just that I'm a Traveler fan and I'm excited about this game. So I hope it'll fund, and I hope to enjoy this game. I hope that you guys will join me. I'm going to put a link to Alison Bloom's really good video about To Honor Grandfather, which gives a nice look at it. Alison Bloom is the art director, the art weasel, if you will, and she's put together a nice little video that's on YouTube that'll give you a nice look at the game itself and the idea behind it. And, so there you have it. I hope you're interested. I hope to see this thing fund through the roof. And we get all the other, we unlock all the other stuff that's waiting for us. If this thing funds beyond its 30,000, I'm very hopeful. So go ahead, take a look if you want it. I'll put a link to the Kickstarter below. I'll also put a link to Alison Bloom's video so that you can take a look at that. And that's all I got for today from page 121. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Thank you, folks at Cheese Weasel. I hope this does fund. And I'll see you next time on page 121.